Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. I'm Karthik, HOD, Department of Commerce. So today in this video class, I have chosen the subject called Corporate Accounting. In that Corporate Accounting, I have chosen the unit Goodwill, that is valuation of goodwill. So every company has to value their goodwill, whether to admit a new partner, whether the partner is going to retire, or or winding up of the company, we have to value the goodwill. So let me discuss about the meaning of goodwill. So what is this goodwill? A goodwill is nothing but a name and fame of a company. So for a company, a name is more important and the fame is more important. And also it can be referred as extra profit earning capacity of a business. So once the company has a good name and fame, definitely it can earn the extra profit earning capacity. So after seeing the meaning of a goodwill, now we'll discuss about the factors determining the goodwill, how the goodwill can be created and how the goodwill can be measured by the company. So let us see one by one. So the factors determining the goodwill, the first thing is past profit, how the company has earned the previous year's profit. So it depends on the previous year's profit, the goodwill can be measured by the company. The next factor is quality product. So how the company gives a quality product, there gives a good name to the company, there creates a goodwill to the company. The next thing is reasonable price. The company always have to be fix a reasonable price, whether it is a new company or the existing company or the old company, they have to fix up a reasonable price so that it can be attracted by the more customers, so that the goodwill can be improved by the company. The next one is location. The location is more important for the company, where it has been located, whether the company can be given a quality product or the company can offer a reasonable price, but the thing is they have to locate it in the proper place. So in a market, the company or the shop has to be located in a right place. So location is more important, so that brings up a goodwill to the company. The next thing is kind service. So always if you want to attract a customer or the consumer, you have to be very kind. So previously we have talked about the meaning of goodwill and the factors determining the value of goodwill. So now let us discuss about the methods of valuation of goodwill. So in that, the most important method is super profit method. So in super profit method, we have 6 steps to calculate the goodwill. So let us discuss the 6 steps one by one. So the first step is calculation of capital employed. For that, the formula that we are going to use is present value of all tangible assets minus external liabilities. So before finishing up this step 1, so let us see in detail about the present value of all assets. So the thing is, they have given clearly that present value of all assets means we have to take only the tangible assets, not the intangible assets. So we should not consider goodwill and patents. So goodwill and patents are the intangible assets, so we should not consider while calculating this tangible assets. And they have said that present value of all assets. So all assets means again the asset has been subdivided that for the fictitious assets. So the fictitious assets means preliminary expenses and discount on issue of shares and debentures, underwriting commissions. So these are the fictitious assets. So that we should not be considered while calculating of tangible assets, and minus external liabilities. So the external liabilities, the liabilities has been divided into two, that is internal liabilities and external liabilities. So we have to consider only external liabilities. So the external liabilities are creditors, BP, proposed dividend, provision for tax, uh, workmen's compensation. So these all are the items comes under the external liabilities. The internal liabilities are workman's savings account. So that should not be considered while calculating this first step, that is calculation of capital employed. So present value of all tangible assets minus external liability, the amount what you're going to get, that is called the capital employed, that is the actual amount that we have invested in the business. The second step is average capital employed. So how to find the average capital employed? So the average capital employed can be found out by taking the previous steps answer, that is capital employed minus half of current year's net profit. So in our question, or in a company, you will be having a previous year's profit, so we have to take only the current year net profit. So capital employed minus current year net profit minusing interest on investment or remuneration to the management. So if you deduct this, the answer what you're getting is called average capital employed. The third step is calculation of normal profit. So each and every company, they will be having some expectations that they are going to get so much of profits, that is example a 10% or a 15% or a 20%. So that will be mentioned there. So according to that, we have to calculate the normal profit, that is taking the previous steps answer, that is average capital employed into normal rate, you're going to get the amount called normal profit. The fourth step is calculation of average profit, that we all know that how to calculate the average. So how many years of profits they have given divided by number of years. Example, if they have given 4 years of profit, divided by 4 years. If they have given 3 years of profit, divided by 3 years. So after calculating that, we have to minus interest on investment. That the deduction what we have given in the step number 2, same deduction we have to give in the step number 4, then we can easily find out the average profit. Step number 5 is calculation of super profit. The super profit is nothing but the profit that has been earned by name and fame. So the answer is, we are going to take normal profit and average profit as a base to find out the super profit. The super profit equals average profit what we have earned minus the normal profit what is our expectation. So differencing of these two, the amount what you're going to get is called the super profit. And at last step number 6, we are going to find out the goodwill, that is super profit into number of years of purchase. So the previous year, the previous step what we have find out super profit into number of years of purchase, we are going to get the goodwill amount. So this is most important topic in methods of valuation of goodwill.